Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. In the NBA, unexpected things happen and LeBron James' dream is to hire a third experienced star and NBA champion. This opportunity could arise at any time and there are strong rumors that Kevin Durant is dissatisfied with the Phoenix Suns and should pull the trigger and ask for a trade at any time. A package with the Lakers sending 4 players and 2 first-round picks will be decisive in winning over Kevin Durant if he actually asks for a trade. It would be a very strong team and would scare their NBA rivals, because they are stars who are used to decisive moments and difficult games in playoffs and NBA Finals. Hiring Kevin Durant would be sure to fight for the championship now, and other plans will be made for the future. Imagine the starting 5 with James, Davis, Reeves, Durant and Finney-Smith. It would certainly be the strongest team in the NBA and immediate favorites for the 18th championship. Rumors: Kevin Durant is in conflict with the Phoenix Suns, and if he asks for a trade, he wants to play for a team capable of winning, and the Lakers are in a position to sign him. With LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the roster, anything short of making the NBA Finals is considered a failure for the Los Angeles Lakers. To bolster their supporting cast, the Lakers made a deal with the Brooklyn Nets to add Dorian Finney-Smith, but there's little reason to think they are done dealing. The Lakers have been linked to some reasonable and affordable trade targets, but the pressures of playing in Hollywood make a trade for a superstar always a possibility. De'Aaron Fox, Brandon Ingram, Miles Turner and LaMelo Ball have all been linked to the Lakers with various degrees of seriousness. If the Lakers decide to part with their 3 first-round picks, they can use the salaries of their role players to match any contract in the league. In theory, by sending first-round picks in 2029 and 2031, along with a swap in 2030 with Rui Hachimura, Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent matching salaries, the Lakers could make a deal with the Phoenix Suns for Kevin Durant. The Suns are 15-17 on the season with no draft picks of their own and no financial flexibility, so any chance at rebuilding around Devin Booker has to be taken seriously. By dealing Durant for up to 3 picks and some quality role players, the Suns will open up their options moving forward. Durant has a long track record of eyeing greener pastures, and it's hard to imagine that he'll be content in Phoenix if the Suns continue to struggle. After signing with the juggernaut Warriors in 2016, forcing his way to the Nets super team in 2019, and then demanding a trade to the Suns in 2023, Durant would come under fire from fans around the league if he ended up on a new team with 2 already established superstars for the 4th time in his career. LeBron James and Max Christie lead Lakers to win over Trailblazers. After ending 2024 on a low note, the Los Angeles Lakers looked to get back on track when they hosted the Portland Trailblazers to kick off 2025. The Lakers were without Anthony Davis and Gabe Vincent, among others, but they still were able to take of business against the hapless Trailblazers, earning a 114-106 win to improve to 19-14 on the season. Jackson Hayes got the start in Davis's place, returning from his own lengthy absence due to an ankle sprain. He got the scoring started with a dunk as LeBron James had the Lakers' offense organized early to jump out to an 8-5 lead. The Trailblazers responded with a 6-0 run after a timeout before Austin Reeves got on the board with a 3-pointer. Dorian Finney-Smith came off the bench for the Lakers for the 2nd straight game and made his first triple. Christian Koloko also provided good minutes early with his activity on the offensive glass. LA struggled to keep Shaedon Sharpe out of the paint though, and as a result trailed 31-27 at the end of the first quarter. Portland extended its lead to 7 early in the second quarter, although Max Christie quickly responded with back-to-back triples. Christie then completed a 3-point play to give the Lakers the lead. James joined Christie on the action from deep as LA closed the half strong to take a 60-51 lead into the locker room. Similar to the end of the first half, Christie and James came out firing in the third quarter to stretch the lead to double digits. It was those two and Reeves that were carrying a majority of the offensive load for the Lakers, who also started to lock in defensively as well. After a strong third quarter by the Lakers, they went into the fourth with their largest lead of the night at 88-75. Anfernee Simons was making some tough shots to keep the game from getting out of reach for Portland. With the lead being cut to 8 midway through the fourth, J.J. Redick called timeout to give his team a breather. The Lakers couldn't keep the Trailblazers off the free throw line, allowing the game to get tight going into the final stretch. LA's lead got down to 3 before James and Christie each found each other for layups. James then stuck the final dagger in Portland with a trip in the last minute to put it out of reach and secure the win. The Lakers will return to the court on Friday night when they host the Atlanta Hawks in the second game of a back-to-back at Crypto.com Arena. NBA fans react to LeBron James' 38-point explosion in Trailblazers-Lakers game. LeBron James had 38 points against the Trailblazers. On Thursday night, LeBron James led the Los Angeles Lakers to a 114-106 victory over the Portland Trailblazers, at home. James exploded for 38 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists, while shooting 15-25 from the field and 7 out of 10 from the three-point range in 36 minutes of playing time. LeBron starts 2025 with an incredible performance. His 38 points are the third highest mark for a 40-year-old player. What would it take for Austin Reeves to make his first All-Star team this year? The Lakers have been much more than just LeBron and Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers have long been one of the most high-profile teams in the NBA, and this year is no exception. It seems that not a day passes by without Lakers news, whether it's from LeBron James, Anthony Davis, J.J. Redick, Bronny James, or even the team's recent trade for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton. The NBA beat can sometimes feel like all Lakers, all the time, but there's one player who wears the purple and gold that always seems to fly under the radar. That player is Austin Reeves, who has been quietly putting together the best season of his career. Reeves is often the forgotten man in LA, but he's inarguably the Lakers' most important player, behind AD and LeBron. He's third on the team in points and second in assists, and lately he's taken his game to an all-new level. Reeves has been spectacular since Christmas, with averages of 29 points, 12 assists, and 8.3 rebounds in 3 games. He tied his career high in points with 35 against the Cavaliers on Tuesday in the Lakers' first game since trading away D'Angelo Russell. The Lakers put up a fight but ultimately fell short to the league-leading Cavs, but Reeves' brilliance in his increased, post-Russell role bodes well for what Lakers fans can expect from him for the rest of the season. The Western Conference is loaded with talent, especially in the backcourt, which makes it incredibly difficult to make the All-Star team as a guard. Reeves is making a strong case, but what does he have to do to get a spot? The NBA decides its All-Star starters by giving 50% of the vote to fans, 25% to players, and 25% to the media. That determines 5 spots in the East and 5 spots in the West, with the other 7 reserves for each team being decided by the coaching staff of the team with the best record in each conference. As of now, it looks extremely likely that Kenny Atkinson's Cleveland Cavaliers in the East and Mark Daigneault's Oklahoma City Thunder in the West will earn that honor. Here are the latest fan vote totals, which were just released on Thursday. As we can see, Reeves doesn't rank among the top 10 guards in the West in fan votes. Fan voting closes on January 20th, so no matter what the fourth-year shooting guard does, there seems to be no way he can make up enough ground to even sniff a starting spot. Being picked by the coaches isn't out of the question though, especially if Reeves can continue playing like he has lately. Russell's departure has created even more of a need for ball handling and playmaking in J.J. Redick's offense, and Finney-Smith and Milton aren't the types of players to fill that role. Reeves looked more aggressive with Russell gone, and the 13 free throws he attempted were his most since a November 1 win over the Raptors. His willingness to take the ball to the hoop also resulted in his second straight game shooting over 50% from the floor, but his assist and rebound totals show that he was contributing in more ways than just the scoring column. Can Austin Reaves make the All-Star team? Reaves is a tremendous complementary player, and he's playing under one of the best bargain contracts in the NBA. This makes him super valuable, but it also contributes to the idea that he's not a star. To make the All-Star team, he'd need to be selected over players like Ja Morant and De'Aaron Fox, the undisputed leaders of their team who have usage rates and stats that dwarf Reaves. It's going to be a tall order for Reaves to make the All-Star team this year, but his future chances are better. LeBron just turned 40, and most NBA insiders believe that he'll retire within the next year or two. Barring any other major roster changes, that would open up an even larger role for Reaves. If Anthony Davis opts out of his contract and leaves town after the 2026-27 season, Reaves could even become the focal point of the offense. Reaves may not get a chance to play in the All-Star game on February 6, but his consolation is knowing that he's a major reason why the Lakers are in the thick of the playoff race as we near the season's midpoint.